Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sparrowcus and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We're back with MSI in Stellar
The
Bay.
data on that cartridge was even more damning than I could have hoped. And to have something on UDL of all the corporations. You've given us quite the advantage. Anyway,
You're welcome.
what can I do for you?
Apparently nothing.
As you were.
Apparently we cannot tell you that the Iconoclasts plan to, attack the city. Which I find a bit... okay. Anyways, while we're here in the city, let us go and do some quests that we have around here. We have leveled up. We should be able to do that, I guess. And also... so there you go. Oh, son of a bitch. Come on. You can do it, mister. You can do it. Alright, come on. There you go. Up. Good. Now we need 50. And to be able to do 50, we need that, and that, and that, and that's that.
Great work.
Hook stash. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, Herrick. Your stash is gone. Do you still want to do that strike stuff? Because the corporations always win. Your corporations always win. Hello, sir.
Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spe-
Bad news. You don't have the savings anymore.
What? Something happened to our stashed bit carts? But I hid it so careful. No one saw me put the lockbox on my balcony. No one goes up there but me. We must be dealing with some sort of criminal mastermind.
Crazy.
Well, if we can't afford to skip work, we ain't got no leverage. Space me, but good. I guess you ought to tell Velma we're coming back to work.
I will.
Why don't you grab...
You fool. Fool, I tell you. You're a fool. Always work for the mighty corporations. The corporations are good for you. They would never do something bad. Because if they make profit, you are healthy.
I'd give you a friendlier
Even if you
welcome,
die.
but
Who's spat in your...
you know... Will you try wrangling half a...
Just, I skipped, so here. About Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me...
Yeah. So he's too broke to strike, so he's coming back.
Funny how that works out.
Crazy, right?
Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Honest work deserves honest pay. Something else on your mind?
Well, about Grimm's poster.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
There you go. You won't do much business if your neighbors hate you. Consider this an investment. What? I don't get it.
I got a feeling you and Catherine would get on like tumors on a pig.
Yes, we would.
Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it...
Good. Now fuck you. Why I'm going through here again, I don't know. But alright, so... what's his... Grim, right, Grim. Your stupid name is Grim. Grim boy. Grimbo. I got your poster. You stupid
Have you
idiot.
had time to check on that poster yet?
Yes, here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Great. So, that one's done. Anything else that we need to do around here? Ready for Monarch? No. 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 Oh, that's over here.
You look like a man who's looking. I'm a. At least you're.
I didn't know that she's talking to everyone. Anyways,
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
yeah. He did, man.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Well, I just skipped the big words.
That'll help. Still, if you wrote them down, they must be important. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thank you. It wasn't really worth it. So we have a shit ton of bits at the moment because I sold all my stuff again. But that's okay. The sealed door, no. There it is. This one is for Parvati. Hey, you.
I see you stuck around.
Unfortunately. So my engineer's looking for some dustbag casserole. Get some of those.
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Well, you can... Do you take me for a median? No damn casserole is worth that much. Try again, and try harder.
Whoa, hold on, Okay. Leak contained. My stars. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
Well, then put yourself out of business.
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
Into the casserole? Yeah, I'll do that too. Alright, so... Yeah, Hiram. And the sealed door. Yeah, okay. Let's head out again. Well, would you look at that? This idiot that we found over here.
Well, while picking...
Yeah, he's over here. Interesting. I was just about to shoot you around here, but I guess, alright.
One captain.
I don't really care about killing any of these now. It doesn't matter. The other ones would, they were in their way. I don't really care. They can all survive for all I care. Like, we've leveled up. What level up? We leveled 23? Really? Only 23? I thought we would be higher. Much higher. Anyways,
To shreds?
I was gonna... Stupid ass manty bitches. Yes, manty bitches. Wait, was that a queen? No, there wasn't a queen. This was no queen. No queen this was. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're getting hungry and thirsty soon. We've been here before. We killed shit around here before. Idiots. Hello. Okay. Enter the code. And we can now go inside. Have you been here before? No. No, we haven't. Hello, sir. You look a bit green, buddy. Sneak attack. Yeah. Some other time, maybe. But not in this playthrough. But it's good to know if I make, like, at some point a sneak build. Which would make this game even easier. Because, you know, if you have a sneak build, when you're sneaking around and then you have a sniper or something, and then you have sneak attack damage, and then you also make the QQT extra damage, you know how much damage you're gonna make? It's like these bitches are gonna fall like flies. Like flies. Flies. Did I mention that they're gonna fall like flies? Flies. Walkowitz. Devil speakers receiving, but we are waiting for a signal to confirm it from the outpost. The place stinks of sulfur. We should have brought masks. Well, I've got a signal from Ember Heights, Del Bay, and Cascadia. Still waiting for a word from a base at Terrace and Aurora Ridge. I ought to note that I was right about those caverns. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Work order, yada yada, has been completed. This substation will now be disabled and closed off. Should be noted that the lead engineer, Walkowitz, has perished due to a workplace accident. Oh no. Also notice that Mr. Walkowitz complaints, yada yada yada, have been redacted. There you go. This notice, yeah, we already know this one. Gonna die for this damn fool errand, I know it. As he said, Ember Heights was gonna have more bits than we can spend, but those stupid morons up and spend it all for us. Books and vases and pretty shit. You can't eat a fucking book. Look at us now, all these closets of co-op up. Coop up, not co-op up. Yeah, but Bryant? Did Bryant give them? You said screw this Bryant fella. But alright. The next one is we have to talk to Hiram. Up there. I'm starting to wonder why I was running around here and killing all these monsters before. But they were coming back anyways.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Show me your titties, girl. Show me your titties. There they are. Nice titties. But
That's the last of them.
all right. Okay, Mr. Hiram.
You hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
Of course I do. I always am. But before I do that, Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
That's good.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
I've had it with your selfishness. Help her, or there'll be consequences.
Whoa, hey, there is zero need for violence in this station.
But
Look, I'll do what I
100
can.
fun
all
for
right?
violence in the station.
Rebecca Hodges
If
and
there's
Anish
zero need,
Wadsworth.
I
They
go for
took a
fun.
UDL contract back when Monarch went to ship, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
Thanks. Now about that transmitter stuff, they're not doing it, so are we ready?
Yes, indeed.
Good.
I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
I'd say fairly competently.
Is that so?
You're an information broker. If you want to know, it'll cost you.
Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No, we've a bigger deal to settle. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Oh, boy. Penis doesn't trust many people. How do you hook up with you?
You make it sound so scandalous.
Yes.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
You said this already.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
Yes, a raise in your pants. Oh, yeah. So, running the station is your job. Do it your fucking self.
First, I never leave the tower. No exceptions. And twofold, this is a multi-person endeavor. I need to be here to key in the sequence to the tower's system when it resets, or the calibration will fail. Normally, I'd beg Nyoka to do the honors, but it appears she's following your lead now. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
Except it needs 3 keys before it'll activate, right?
Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta-Coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
We're almost done. Let's finish this.
Yeah.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
It electrocuted me. Yeah. Okay. Radio Free Monarch, that's the one we need. We have leveled up yet again. Let's go to 90. And leadership. There you go. What perk do we want? How perky do we want to become? Yeah, let's go with this one. Less weapon sway, and less sway, so we're not swaying our big things around anymore. We're holding it with a tight grip.
1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Don't make me come back in there.
There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I could make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
For whatever reason.
What in the void-blasted hell is that?
What? I wanted to leave this planet.
Black holes. Did you see that?
That big ball of fire? Nah, totally missed that.
Look, there's not enough room in this tower for two sarcastic hullheads, so one of us has to knock it off. Right. I reckon we both know who that'll fall to.
Exactly.
Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
It's a reunion. I should have... I really should have just killed all of you.
Allow me to save you the trouble as I fling myself from this tower.
That's good.
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
You're acting like little bitches.
Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use
Well, that's too late
gunship's
now.
armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Oh, boy. So it crashed over here? Motherfucker. Son of a gun. Rate of remarch. So which one is it now? That's the one over here. Now, let's go with the sucker bait first. Okay, my lady.
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
I actually did. Bunch of junk.
Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
Well. He must have needed them to take out those executives.
And their families. And all the hired help. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live?
Well,
Thank
after you
you
kill
for
them all.
bringing this back, but I need some time. I gotta think. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
She's gonna find us whenever that's gonna happen. Hello?
The gunship.
What do you plan to do with it?
Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies.
Well, the board is doing only good stuff. Do you really think the board's gonna attack you?
Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message assaults their populace through their favorite entertainment mediums. Surely their retaliation will come soon.
You are responsible for the Ember Heights massacre.
When I founded the Iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this planet's past. Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? Was that some gruesome plot to clear a path for my dreams? My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was an incidental tragedy. I'd have walked this path with or without it.
Yes, I know. But you set the pirates in there.
I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while I slept in Stellar Bay. And regardless, we're discussing a past long since left behind. Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't curse my people. When the entire colony has embraced our truth, perhaps then the perpetrator will come into the light. Until then, it does us no good to dwell on past mistakes.
Of course not. Of course not. Alright, for the sake of argument, why do you imagine the perpetrator might have done it?
If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be so obsessed with dismantling their regime that I'd turn to desperate measures. I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, and that we will persevere where they do not. But back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture, I can understand a lesser man than myself making a terrible, ghastly mistake.
So a stupider younger you thought you were doing the world a favor, eh?
If MSI had abandoned this place and taken to Terra 2, any hope for our salvation would have been lost. Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon board, we are free to grow as the universe intended. Had we fled with MSI, our spirits would have withered. You've seen that withering yourself. The colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented the slim possibility of saving the souls of Terra 2. Here we are, poised to do just that.
I have a feeling the rest of you people won't agree with that.
If that's the case, they are free to say so. And I will take their opinions into consideration after we've accomplished our goals. For now, our sights must remain on spreading our message. Let us speak no more of this. The gunship.
No.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful Monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Oh my. Why do you need the targeting module though?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
Yes. I mean, why do you need the gunship's weapon systems?
Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
Yeah, I don't really see how the UDL is going to let you keep the toys.
The board's own Salvage and Recovery Clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Just don't ask me to lug a bunch of cannons from the ship too.
Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the
Of
So it's the guy sending me getting it.
Well, surely you don't mean that. I thought we were in this together, like a team.
Totally.
I'm the dashing mastermind with a head for numbers, and you're my roguish sidekick who always gets the job done. And you're just a little bit smitten with me, but won't admit it.
Anyway.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the Iconoclast getting it.
That's for sure. That's right. Because the Iconoclasts, they're just gonna fuck up with the board, and the board is too mighty. We cannot let that happen. Yeah, it seems like your people should be able to handle this. You don't need to be getting involved.
Look, Celia, he's being funny again.
Yeah, no,
I don't think
people
so,
are
sir.
useless.
Really? Well, I could have sworn. Well, that's not important. What is important is that there's a considerable distance between us and that ship, and most of it is inhabited by marauders and raptidons.
Rapidons. Yeah, that's pretty treacherous territory.
Oh, it is. And that's not saying anything about the sulfur pits, the mantisaurs, the iconoclast rebels. Celia, do we have any pep pills? I'm feeling lightheaded.
I'm afraid you finished them going over the sales reports last week.
Oh, well, I suppose you see our predicament.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
Could you agree to a truce with Iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And
That's
what's
true.
more, they left us. I don't
see it either. You can't do this alone, Sanjar.
Not this again.
Remember what?
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
So he chose to become a gigantic... Oh, he's not a dick. Something like it. Anyways. Well, the people who wrote your review are the same type of people you'll deal with on the board.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
That is true. How'd it get so bad between you and the Iconoclasts?
Oh, how do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But
Where's the
wanted
problem?
to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again.
So what about Graham's second in command, Zora Duxus?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
I give it. Here it is.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
All right. Good to know. But, well, we have options, people. We have options. If we're going to take these options, well, that's a different question. But we have finally are done with this planet, except, of course, with a candidate's cradle. Or a candidate's cradle. Because it's not candidate, it's a candidate. Anyways, we'll do that mission in the next episodes. I'm going to see you somewhere, in the silver pits. We're gonna start it, and then we're gonna deal with that shit right here. Well, it's also like the sun over here. It's a nice picture. I like it. See you next episode. Goodbye.